Hi, it's Courtney Love. Welcome to my Google Hangout on Valentine's Day, the day of love. People are asking me questions about love.
Hey guys, it's Michael Buckley, and I'm here doing a special Google Hangout with Courtney Love. And because it's Valentine's Day, we thought we would get Courtney's take on all things love, so we're calling this Love on Love. We've got two very special guests, Sarah and Audra. Please introduce yourself. Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm 19, and I'm from Boston.
Hey, nice to meet you,
Sarah.
My question for Courtney is, how do you get over someone? Maybe you had like super strong feelings, or they cheated, or something happened, but how do you kind of move on without that loser in your life?
You gotta find an art form to put it into. And I'm really fortunate that I can put it into songs. It's great revenge if you can write. Get something out, even out for your own self, into your diary, but just you've got to take that emotion and you've got to put it someplace else. And you certainly shouldn't be putting it onto the computer and emailing that person or anything else. You know what I mean? That's done, move on, and it's really hard. It's really hard. If you're a big girl, you fall hard and you get up and you dust yourself off and you put it into your work. So you've got to find work to put it into. Just like making sure that I'm never the girl that sits by the phone and waits for the text or gets the 3-word text and takes it apart and tries to overanalyze it. It's like, I've got my day to do. You're a big part of my life, but I'm not going to give up my day or my career or my life for anyone, any man. And this is from someone who's, I'm really sensitive. I understand your question very well.
Well,
Does that help,
you.
Sarah? It's a good answer.
Yes, that did, definitely, yes.
Do you write? Do you write at all?
Yeah, I'm actually a musician, so I definitely.
Did you ever see Cameron Crowe's Say Anything, where Lily Taylor just sits there and she writes like 10,000 songs about Joe? Joe lies. Joe lies.
Yes.
Joe lies. Just write a bunch of crappy songs, Tom lies. Tom.
Oh,
here she comes.
We just got a new special guest.
Sangeet, you're late.
Hello, Sangeeta. Welcome to our Google Hangout with Courtney Love.
Hello.
Hi, where
Where
are
you joining us from?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Say hi to Mary's
We were
Topless
making up
for me.
stories.
I live sort of near there.
Yeah, it's weird. They don't acknowledge that I worked there forever. I put that place on the map.
This is bull. We're going to write letters.
Put that place on the map.
Audra, what is your question about love for Courtney Love?
My question is, having dated plenty of creative types in my past, if art is what ultimately brings two lovers together, do you think it's also what ultimately is their undoing? Can two artists have a functional relationship, or is dysfunction always part of the attraction?
I don't date artists anymore. It depends. It depends what kind of art you're talking about. I think if you go for something that's maybe opposite of what you do, that it would be better. For me, personally, if a guy's all sleeved up with tattoos, it's like, I'll be friends with you, but are you kidding? No way. And in answer to your question, I think that two artists going out does tend to end, for me anyway, in a nice friendship and a good partnership, but I don't think a really good match. Does that answer your question at all?
Yes, it
Does
does.
it depress you?
No, I'm starting to see that light.
Good.
Good.
I'm right.
Insight from someone who knows. Sangeeta, what is your question for Courtney?
Okay, so my question is about love versus lust, because the word love actually comes from a word which means lust.
Eros, yeah.
And so I was thinking about how magazines always have quizzes about, is it love or is it lust? And I was wondering if you thought they had to be completely separate, or if they could happen at the same time, or if one could happen to the other.
You can definitely have lust without love. I will tell you that.
When's the last time you did? Be graphic
I
and
am
specific.
not going to be graphic and specific, so dream on. We don't do graphic and specific anymore up in here. But you can listen to my songs. I'm always graphic and specific in my songs. It's best when the two can intertwine. And sometimes lust leads to love, and sometimes love leads to lust. And it's best when they're, joined. And joined well.
So it's possible to have love and lust. Don't confuse them, right, Courtney? Ideally, you have both.
You have both, but don't confuse them, yes. I
Good.
once had a relationship that was entirely based on lust. It was the dumbest mistake of my life. When the lust was gone, it was like, who are you? So it's really important that you make, best friends. When the lust goes, then there's going to be that time where you just are, reading in bed and eating Chinese food.
Okay.
Really pleasure to meet you guys. Happy Valentine's Day, and I hope you get lots and lots of Valentines.
Thank you, Sarah, Audra, and
Thank
Sangeeta.
you,
Happy
Courtney.
Valentine's
So
Day.
much.
So much.
Thanks. Happy Valentine's Day.
Donovan. That was really enlightening for me. I hope it was fun for you. And thank you so much to Michael Buckley. He was wonderful, and I probably couldn't have done it without him. We should have a talk show. Have a good Valentine's Day. Really, I know what it's like to have a bad one. Have a good one. From the bottom of my heart.